Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another session of Ask Zak. And welcome to my trusted colleague Janru.
Thank you very much, Zak. It's lovely to be here this afternoon.
And you will see again we're back in the bucky, and there's very good reason for it. The main reason is we are hard at work here in Meyerton, opening a branch here for all the people in this area. Now, Janru, can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on here and what people are going to find?
Yes, Zak, so we have a brand new branch here in Meyerton. We're on the corner of the R59 and Johan Leroux Road. So, yeah, please, if you're on the area, we've got a brand new branch here for you guys. All the vet and farm supplies. We open from tomorrow morning. We're ready for business. So if you're in the area and you're looking for farm supplies in the Meyerton area, come around and we can help you.
So now, to kick things off tonight, we're talking about hoof care, but we're adding on a little bit with general conditioning. Now, first of all, when we talk about hooves and hoof care, it's actually crucial for your animal and for your animal's performance. If you think about it practically, like yourself, if you're wearing a shoe that's a little bit too short or too narrow, you're going to struggle to walk around and get to places. Yeah, same thing when your shoe is too big. Now, big thing is that you need to be aware of when you look at your cows and your sheep. It all depends on the area that they're standing. If you've got natural good rough ground, sandy ground, rocky ground, and your animals walk quite a distance, nature's got a very nice way of working it down. But if we think about a hoof, it's basically like a human nail. We cut our nails, and if your animal is not very mobile, they're in small camps and they're not moving around.
Sandy areas as well.
Exactly. Then they're not going to get that mechanical, basically grinding of their hooves and shortening of their hooves. And of course, that's where you as a farmer steps in. And of course, when you look at your animals, just look at their hooves. Look if they are cross-toed. If those toes are getting crossed, you know you're going to have to jump in there with a hoof shear and get those hooves trimmed down. Same thing with our cattle. So, I would advise handle your animals a lot, because if you have to do those hooves, yeah, it's going to be quite a job. Like with horses, even the very same thing. You have to you get continual growth there, and if you don't get that mechanical grinding from nature, your animal's hooves are going to grow and it's going to get uncomfortable. And of course, remember, think of it practically. Farming is very practical. If the hooves are not in good condition and they get cross-toed, there's uneven growth on the hooves, the animals aren't going to perform like you need them to do. They're not going to get to the feeding troughs as they need to. They're not going to get to the water troughs. And of course, for rams or bulls trying to mount cows, they're going to struggle because, as I say, it's like you wearing shoes that's too small for you. It's not going to work. Your animal's not going to perform. And that's what we're all about, is getting those animals to perform to the highest levels and make sure that you get the production, because it's all about money at the end of the day. You need to be profitable as farming. Now, Janru, with the hooves, we talked about a little bit earlier about conditioning scoring.
Yes.
So can you tell the people a little bit more about what it is and why it's so important and how to look for it?
Yes, Zak, so very important when you look at your ruminants, especially, all your animals, but with your ruminants, it's very important. There's a lot of guys that obviously farm with sheep and cattle, not for fun, but for business purposes. It's their income. So you want to look after your body condition score, the BCS. So with your sheep and your cattle, it's very easy to see if your animal's body condition is over or under. So we work on a level from 1 to 5. We want that body condition score to be between 2.5 and 3.5. Okay. The reason not being at the highest level, which most people think, if there's too much fat deposition around the bones and the internals, you can think about calving. The calving is going to go down. You're going to have to pull out a lot of your calves and your lambs, which you don't have because then you don't want, because then you're going to get a lot of mortalities. Okay. Same thing. Okay. Firstly, we want that ribs. We want to still feel them, okay, but we don't want to see them necessarily, okay. if we see our ribs, it means our body condition is too low. Okay, so that fat deposition around the ribs should be just enough so you can still feel them, but not see in the animal. Okay, on the other side of the spectrum, okay, when you go below 2.5, your animals is basically starving. Okay, it's under condition. We want to pick that condition up, because if your animals are low in energy, they're not going to be able to go out to the veld and graze. Okay, they're not, their fertility is going to go down, okay, because they are low in energy. Your animals need energy and a good body condition to stay in tip-top shape and fertility as well. For your rams and bulls, okay, we want them to be active, but we all know if your bulls are too fat, or your rams, they're going to be lazy. Okay, the libido is going to go down. So we want to keep that ideal body score at around 3, just to make sure that our animals are nice and fit, and they're in nice, good breeding condition as well. So very important to watch out for your body condition, and then also apply different methods to separate your animals, to feed your different animals in the body condition classes. So the first, you don't waste money, and that you keep that body condition score, BCS, at the right level throughout your flock or your herd.
You mentioned a little bit earlier when we talked about the hips. You can you don't just check the ribs, you can check the hip area as well on your rams and your cows.
Yes. So on your hips, it's very easy to see. You still want to see a bit of your hips coming out at around 2.53 BCS body condition score. But the fat, it shouldn't be lumps of fat on the hip bones. As soon as you start losing sight of your hip bones, your body condition is too high, and you want to bring that fat levels down, because as I said, that's influencing your libido and your rams, and your calving ease is going to go down, for your lambing ease for that matter as well, in your rams, in your ewes and your cows. So very important to look out for that, Zak.
Okay, so another thing, of course, yes, we need to look at is we give information out, and we give a lot of information. In a video like this, we can't, we're very limited for time, and that's why we've got Farmers Days and Information Days, and of course, Janro, you part of the technical team, sharing information, going out to farms. But this week, this coming Thursday, I think there's 2 Farmers Days ahead of us.
Yes, we have 2 Farmers Days for you, our clients, this week. We have one in the Hoedspruit area, the Lowveld. It's going to be very hot there, so Sean, good luck. But I'm sure it's going to be a great day. We have a sheep and goat information day there in Hoedspruit on Thursday. It starts at around 10 o'clock, so make sure you're nice and early there, about 9, just to get your seat and register. And then we have one at the Dalmas branch as well. Renette and Omsaki is going to be there. It's a broiler and layer information day, so if you're a broiler and layer farmer in the area, make sure you get out there, and we can share information there, share our pamphlets, our product information, all of that. So yes.
And of course, all these things are free. You just need to phone in and book your seat so that we can plan accordingly. But yeah, all this information is free. Our technical visits, like when Janro comes down to a farm, is of course also free of charge for our Alzu customers. And yes, get in contact with us. We've got many ways: Facebook, Instagram, and of course all our branches. And this week, Janro, we talked about Mayerton a little bit earlier. But of course, you're going to be here for a while, just taking the reins, getting everything settled in.
Yes.
So people can come and meet you and ask you questions.
Yes, definitely, Zak. That'll be great. We're looking forward to meet our new clients here in the Mayerton area. I'm here for the next three weeks, going to help with just getting the branch up and running, make sure everything is 100% for our clients. So yes, I'll be here. Your technical advice will be free, as Zak said. So please come and have a visit at our Mayerton branch. We can have a nice chat about your farming business and your needs, and where we can help you in growing your business at the end of the day.
So don't miss out, guys. Janro's on your doorstep. Come and visit him and get to know him. And yeah, lots of advice. But that's all for tonight. Next week, same time, same place. And from my side, have a good evening. And Janro?
Thank you very much, Zak. Have a good one, guys. It was nice being in front of the camera again. Have a good one.